afternoon. Welcome to the second to last episode of Doodle Time with Miss K for at least the next little bit. If you didn't read the notice, I'm going to be returning to school teaching some days in person, so my schedule's a little bit complicated. But let's start off with a quick warm-up. We're going to do a non-dominant hand practice again. So if you're right-handed, use your left hand. If you're left-handed, use your right hand. If you're ambidextrous, meaning you can use both hands pretty well, you can challenge yourself to use your toes if you like. Can you hear? Hopefully you can hear. So, again, if you're right-handed, use your left hand. We're going to do a quick practice with our non-dominant hand today. Okay, so the picture we are drawing is going to be panda flying a kite, just randomly, because I felt like it. So I'm going to draw a panda shape. I'm actually going to rotate my paper this way. Let's see. There should be sound. Let me check here really quickly on my phone. Maybe if anyone else is watching, can you hear me? So it sounds like I have sound on my phone, so you should be able to have sound. I'm not quite sure why it's not working for you, but it should be recorded, so just check back later if it's not working for you right now. Anyone else having sound difficulties? Please comment. Please also comment if you can hear my voice. Just say, I can hear you. Because I know it's working on my other device, so it's not that my iPad sounds off. Okay, so back to my task. I keep drawing my circle here. This is Panda's head. We're drawing with our non-dominant hand. I'm right-handed, so I'm using my left hand right now. Okay, so here's her head. I'm going to draw a body shape. Hopefully, if you practice using your non-dominant hand enough, you start getting the hang of it. Okay. I'm going to keep going here. Ears, and Panda's gonna be facing the other way. She's gonna be flying a kite. So this is gonna be the back of her head. And I'm gonna draw in her tail in a second, but here's a foot. If you want to draw something else too, you don't have to draw my panda flying a kite. But that's what I am drawing for my left-handed challenge today. Can't quite control my left hand to color things in properly. Just need to practice more, I guess. And that's like the band where her shoulders and arms are. And And of course you can take your time coloring in as well. I'm just doing this really quickly as a warm-up. Okay, and I'm gonna draw a line. And like a tight shape. And a little tail with some ribbons. So I think smaller details are harder to see or harder to draw with your non-dominant hand than bigger motions. So it's good to practice both. Okay. So really quickly, that's a left-handed drawing of my panda flying a kite. And just for people who might not be able to hear, I'll just write it down. And I'm using my left hand, so hopefully you can read it. Non-dominant hand. Warm up. Oops. Okay. All right. So we're gonna move on to our doodle along for today. Today, I'm gonna switch back to my right hand again. I can do things better and quicker this way. So Mermaid 2020. Today is day 28. Day 28. And our prompt today is bestial. So I'm gonna draw a lion. It's kind of like the king of beasts. As a mermaid. So a mer-lion, I guess. So if you don't want to draw the lion as a mermaid, just draw the lion. I'm going to start with a circle for a head shape. Circle for a head shape. And another circle kind of for the snout area. And let's see, so ears will be here, kind of. Okay, so I think I'm gonna finish drawing the lion head first, so I can kind of get a sense of where my body should be. About here where there's like a cross between the two shapes, I'm gonna draw a nose shape. Like that. So it's like a triangle, and I'm just extending the lines a little bit, and one underneath. And then from this point, I'm going to kind of draw, this is like the top lip of the lion's mouth. And I'm going to draw that part curved because I want my lion's mouth to be open. So I'm going to leave a gap. And right here, I'm going to draw a curved line, and then from there I'm going to curve back up, and from here I'm going to curve back to this point here. Okay, and these are kind of like the gummy part of the lion's mouth. And then around here is where you draw teeth. So let's draw a couple of teeth. Teeth. And that's kind of like his tongue. Okay. I'm not seeing any messages, so I'm gonna keep going here. So here, I'm gonna draw some like furry texture. I had a few dots. That's kind of where the whiskers come out of. Okay, so I'm not gonna draw too dark here. I'm gonna lightly draw in the line where the hair kind of comes down. But around here, I'm gonna draw some small strokes like this. And the lion's eyes are gonna be close to where those lines are. And I'll just try to mirror that shape on the other side. And so all of this is furry. So with little short strokes, you can draw a furry texture. If you want, you can look up a picture of a lion and follow the direction of the fur. And I'm gonna add the mane. So the mane kind of grows out from every direction. And here as well. And so here I'm gonna start making it look more like it's in water, because remember, I'm drawing mermaid, a bestial mermaid. So I'm gonna turn this lion into a merlion. So instead of the regular bottom part of his body, he's gonna have a tail. And because he's underwater, I'm gonna make his hair look like he's floating a bit. Okay, and I'm gonna draw a quick circle here, and maybe here. Those are gonna be his paws. And something like that. And his mane continues. Okay, and here's another shape. This is going to be his elbow. Okay, so now I can kind of see the direction I'm going to draw his body. It's going to be kind of like that way. And So I'm going to turn him into a mermaid. You do not have to turn him into a mermaid. But again, I am participating in mermaid, so I'm drawing mermaids every day all month. I might make the tail look more like a lion's tail here. And maybe there's some furry texture instead of a scaly texture on his tail. And I'm just adding some more small short strokes to show the fur. Giving the hair a bit more volume. And if you use like the flat part of your pencil, you can quickly shade things in a bit. So I'm just going to darken some of the hair here. It's just quicker than using the point of your pencil. So if you use the flat part, it's a little bit quicker. And to make him look more angry, I'm going to furrow the brows a little bit more. Okay. Here we go. That's basically it. I kind of made it up on the spot as usual. And we're just doodling, so it doesn't really matter. Doodling is great for coming up with new ideas and testing things out. Okay, so there is my bestial mermaid. It's a merlion. My challenge for you today is to maybe turn another beast into a mermaid, or just draw another beast. It's always good to challenge yourself to draw animals. They have different anatomy than maybe we're used to seeing every day. And my quote for you is from Einstein today. He said, "The most beautiful thing we can experience is the mysterious. It is the source of all true art and science." I hope you have a good day, and I will see you tomorrow for the last episode of Doodle Time with Miss K. Bye.